Prestige 3. Blueprint rerolls cost more. I have never rerolled blueprints in my life. That does not seem like it makes the game harder at the moment. Marshlands are a gatherer's paradise. Gathering speed is increased by 10% for every 2 workers assigned to gathering camps. Oh, that's like global. So, if I have 20 assigned to gathering camps, it would be 100% faster. Ranconic Disciple links for the 8 months. Giant organisms. Giant resource nodes can be found in forbidden glades. Each glade will have a different one. Forbidden glades. Those are the really spooky ones. I've only been like doing one of those per thing so far. So I can do more now though. I like starting with lizards. But everybody here eats jerky, right? Everybody here eats jerky. Some vegetables. Maybe some roots for later. Start with 10. Looks okay. I don't know about the grain. The grain seems like kind of a waste. But other than that, looks okay. No pies. Pies might be nice. Hey Raven! When you get more blueprints filling the pool, you'll want those rerolls to fulfill orders. I definitely believe you. But I do not have... I mean, I'm level 7 or whatever. How many levels are there? What's max level in this game? Queen's Generosity knows no limit. Gain 2 amber every time you sell goods worth 10 amber. But active only in season drizzle. Looming darkness is normal. Discovering a glade during the storm will decrease global resolve by 10 for 3 minutes. Okay, I'm not going to do that then. -2 penalty to resolve, which is solved by complex food and housing. But you need both. 20% chance of destroying the yield with each production cycle. Fixed by services. Villages with this effect take 200% longer breaks. You know, or something at Hostility 6 that just isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And this time I don't have the battlefield, so I'm not starting out with Hostility to begin with. I need to, like, rest my eyes for a second and stuff. Kind of surrounded by dangerous glades. I could go here and open up a couple of non-dangerous glades first. Nope. What button? B. I have insects and stone. Natural resources. Eggs, mushrooms, meat, insects, grain, clay, copper ore, coal, roots, stone. Trees gives mushrooms. Leather. Weird. Alright. Let me just sit for a bit. How are you all? I chose to set up my streaming setup right near the dryer, which was a weird choice in retrospect, but it's the one that I made. What's going on here? What is that? Why did it tell me that this was a thing that I should click on? I don't understand. What are my blueprints? I suspect I will want a trapper's camp. Carpenter's so good though. Right? I feel like Carpenter's kinda legit. Sir Man, thanks for the 17 months. I would want this immediately, and then it will let me make simple tools later. Lumber mill also pretty good. I could probably make simple tools like pretty soon, even. Yeah, let's take the carpenter. I don't need a lumber mill, probably. Skewers and biscuits. Biscuits and pie. Simple tools, coats, and trade goods. The smithy is mostly just a carpenter that does something slightly different. We'll take skewers and biscuits, I guess. that easier to make than biscuits and pie? I think so. Both biscuits and pie require flour, right? Skewers do not. Skewers are like a first step kind of thing. Take the trapper's camp now. Could take a weaver for better fabric. Nice waltz of retreat. Let's just open this. Let's just fucking do it. It seems manageable. I didn't even make paved roads last time. And now I have like copper paved roads. Those seem extremely luxurious. Let's gather these. And these. Trapper's camp. Yep. And I do have a few beavers. Trying to think what I meant to do. I have a total of 10 people. So if I put one person on each of these, I still end up with... Oh, this doesn't have wood. It's about to have wood though. I should immediately turn off eating meat. Yeah, that's probably fine. Wait, I'm making... No, I'm not making jerky. I'm making skewers. How do you make skewers? Vegetables and meat would work. Oh, it's basically like half and half. Okay. And I have a source of insects. So in order to make skewers, I'm going to be using insects and... I should not eat vegetables or roots, since I can't make those yet. So no vegetables, no roots, you can eat everything else. Actually, maybe not insects. Might be better not to eat insects. What if I just didn't let them eat anything right now? Is there some reason to let them eat anything right now? Hold up. I don't think there's any reason to let them eat anything at the moment. Is there? Like, why not just let them starve for a bit? Their resolve is fine. Human rights. Please. In my video game? That seems like it's a long way away. An interesting idea for a win condition. I don't know if this does much. Honestly. I mean, eventually we'll do something, probably. The beavers and the lizards don't have to eat. Only the humans have rights. I mean, we'll see. This is what happens when you try to min-max a game like this. starts to feel less and less sensible. Two glades and repair a building. That seems probably pretty easy, and we got better mining, which is okay. Better plank production's really good too. Although, in order to make these building materials, I have to use planks, so yeah, it's kind of an issue with that one. Let's do this. Sell 15 amber worth of goods, get 10 amber. Build a trading post and have 10 amber. I'm going to do both of these. I'll go for the one that gives parts. Tools are good too, probably. Build 3 human houses and 3 beaver houses. Hey, I have both of those unlocked. Do 2 glade events and make 5 building materials. I said I wasn't making building materials. 2 flour production. 10 bricks. I wonder, I don't think I build these now, even if I have a quest for it. It gives me 10 bricks. 10 bricks is quite a lot of bricks. 3 villagers is quite a lot of villagers. Maybe I do build them now. Maybe I pick this and build them now. Not quite like immediately now, but like a little bit now. You feel like Ratata right now? Because you're so common? I don't know what the distinguishing feature of Ratata is, I'm sorry. Have a lizard? The lizard's on the hearth. The lizard doesn't need to be on the hearth. Lizard can be there. Lizard's resolve is now low. Maybe the lizard did need to be on the hearth. Maybe the lizard should be allowed to eat food. Alright, well, we'll return to eating food again. So I wanted them not to eat... I've already got on mushrooms because the trees have mushrooms in them. That's interesting. Well, they can eat mushrooms, maybe? That's probably fine. I mean, I'll be getting mushrooms throughout the entire game if the trees all have mushrooms in them, right? Makes sense. Would you like to maybe break through into the glade now, or is that just not a thing we're doing, or... I need to build first a carpenter, 5 planks, and 2 fabric. I'll eventually get leather from the trees, right? Ah! Got him. Can you eat fellow humans? Are you asking in the game or in real life? I've done this one so many times, and I cannot do it. Not even a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to have to make the trading post and trade everything for tools to do this again. Or oil, or whatever it was. What did I do last time? I did oil. Oil was the cheapest. It's possible. It's possible to do this thing. Every 10 roots, I get 3 incense. That's kind of interesting. Does this have roots? Does this place have roots? Roots. Roots? 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 Roots. This place does have roots. Fascinating. Then I get planks, scrolls. Okay. Understandable, Caritas. So I need to build a trader and call the tradey person immediately. I should build the trader out of the way, because no one ever actually has to walk to it for any reason. That's a priority. Let's cut that. Take these off there. Still do crude workstation, probably. I wonder how many people can actually work on that. What is this? I found a tinkerer. Tinkerer makes simple tools, training gear, and packs of building material. So I'm going to be kind of good at making training gear. It's kind of fun. I already have a trapper's camp. I'm going to have so many insects. So many insects. I should build a mine here, and then I can use coal, and I'll have copper as well. Okay, this is all kind of coming together. Hold on. I might just want to salvage this, actually. Building materials, box of simple tools. Because I already have simple tools. I don't really need building materials. It's just training gear, and I think I have a... No, I don't have a way to build training gear yet. I only have one lizard. Who even cares? Alright, we call you immediately. What trade routes do people want? It doesn't really matter because I don't have packs of provisions. I want to open another thing for Lost in the Woods. Get steel pickaxes as quickly as possible, I guess. Would I open like this? Sure. Cannot gather that. I need a forager's camp. Alright, but having a mine is kind of cool. I don't even need to, I can just build it right there. Let's avoid glades now and build nearer the warehouse. Lizards are cat girl food. I don't think it's winter, I think it's just a different biome. You know what? It seems really painful to solve this way. All stored amber and wine will be lost. Honestly, who even cares? Incense, scrolls. I'm just trying to work out how I do this eventually, because I don't think I'm doing it right now. I could get... The thing is, I can't sell anything to this person. I can't sell all of my parts to them. If I salvaged that, I'd have 6 tools. And then if I completed this, I would have another 6. Actually, if I salvage that and cut another glade, I'd have 6 there. And if I complete this, I have another 6. And I get 5 parts for completing this. Okay, so the answer is I need to sell 10 amber worth of stuff. I am not very keen to give you another part, but maybe I have to. That completes this order. I got my machinery back. There are biscuits all of a sudden. I don't really want to feed people biscuits though, not yet. Gonna upset them. And then I'm going to get through here and I'm going to salvage this. I can't. I need 4 planks and 4 bricks to do that. You have bricks and planks, but I can make planks. I can actually also make bricks. if I run this. Okay, there's like a lot of moving pieces here. So I'm going to make bricks. I'm going to make planks. I'm now producing those. That will let me salvage this. After I salvage that, I will complete Lost in the Woods. I'll get enough tools to be able to do this. I think that's my fastest way of doing it. I do not imagine... that that will be fast enough to prevent myself from taking one impatience, but it's only one impatience. It's not that big a deal. This game is really fun. You don't play this genre usually. It is. I've definitely been enjoying it. I do have one human not doing anything right now. Cut wood. I have planks. That's all the planks I need. I need 4 of those, which requires stone. Gosh, so many things to unwind. Get a blueprint. Biscuits, pie, pottery, water skins, fabric, luxury goods, clan hall. Clan hall's probably a while from now. Let's take this one. Better biscuits. Oh, equal biscuits. Pies are new, pottery is new. Is that even good? Water skins are new, better fabric. This is coats and trade goods? Those are actually kind of useful. Maybe I don't care that much about pie. Only one person eats pie here, right? No, lizards do as well. I can't even make flour, though. Let's make the smithy for cloaks. Shouldn't I be doing laundry? Can you not hear it? I am glad you can't hear it. You also need pie? I feel like we all kind of need pie. There are 3 minutes left until the storm. Spooky. These trees take like multiple, they take 2 charges to chop down. Is that like how all of them have been? I haven't been paying attention. I feel like the trees last time might have had like some trees that were big and some that were small or something like that. Alright, lots of meat. A small encampment. I could send any of these things to it, I think. Let's send insects since I am generating them. Do I want to send to Citadel? Don't think so. Stop, stop, stop. Click there. Fuck. To welcome some new people. It is to say there. I'm going okay. I'm definitely starting to slow down a bit though. Do I have my bricks yet? I have 2 bricks. Do I have more bricks in here? No. We are waiting on a little bit more stone. Do I have stone here? Kind of. That's enough stone, yeah? Oh, I need 6 stone. Why does the stone make insects and roots? I guess I understand the roots. Maybe I also understand the insects, I don't know. Ship it! What are you making? Why are you making bricks already? Cool. Alright. I did need bricks, right? I have more people. Force the brick delivery. Reload wood Cutter camps back up. I have 2 more people. They're going to go to the Tinkerer and salvage it. Alright, what's the next thing to do? Because I think I have as many people as can be working on that, reasonably working on it. Yeah, that's fine. I should make sure we're doing all of this, and I should build a carpenter to make my plank production better, I think. It's pretty addictive. It's just fun. I could stop at any time. No cat girls in it. Are you sure? Feels like there could very easily be cat girls in this game. If there aren't yet, perhaps there could be in the future as well. Is there traffic management in this city builder? Kind of. People do their jobs and then they walk to the warehouse to drop stuff off, and they walk to the hearth to take a break and have some food. They don't walk to their houses to go to sleep or anything. In fact, I didn't build them any houses. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe, hold on. A bit late. Bit late to do that. I'm gonna favor lizards. Because lizard result takes a long time to go down. That should keep my lizard through the storm. Actually, yeah, I don't think I lose either of those, because I can favor beavers like halfway through for a little bit. I have another thing to turn in. That was bad, it turns out. Kind of needed to do it though. Working effects, -6. Yeah, that's fine. What's going on here? That's done already. I don't understand why people are still stuck at it. I guess they're bringing stuff home. Yeah, that makes sense. We're keeping these. This is a ton of stuff to get me started. 3 incense for every 10 roots produced seems pretty good. 40 scrolls is good. 20 planks is good. And a ton of stuff to get me started with, yeah. Prestige. Herbalists count. Ranch. We'll look at this. So I can turn like vegetables into meat. Kind of makes sense. To eat though. I can make leather, I can make eggs. I can turn grain. I can turn grain into meat. There's a way to use a grain farm for something else. I kinda like that. I'm down for that. Let's try it. Hey, AIDS. Oh, shit. Where's my lizard? It is kind of silly. Just kind of silly. What I want to do next? Maybe another glade. Get that one open. Jorbs the laundry! I even have the door shut. It's just that loud. I got more lizards, apparently. Oh, they stopped bringing that home? Sure, that makes sense. What are we doing with our people? Should build a new camp or something? What sort of camp? I need to make fabric. For fabric, I would need more leather from the trees. That's slowly happening. I should build a mine? I should probably build a mine. A mine needs bricks and planks. For bricks, I need stone, which I'm making slowly. Planks I have. Planks are fine. Alright. Yeah, I think that's okay. I could also make a bunch of houses. Houses seem reasonable. I don't think I'm building the advanced houses yet, though. I think I'm just building shelters. Fours, how many I need? Is that going to work? I don't know. Let's favor these for a second. Let's favor these for a second. That is so stupid. I'm sorry. That is a broken mechanic. I mean, unless you want your game players to be playing the game like that, in which case. Good for you. I don't know. That's a broken mechanic. New people. Reeds seem better than eggs to me for whatever reason, although lizards seem good. I like lizards. Let's take lizards. Frequent caravans. Boost global resolve by 3 for 60 seconds every time you finish a trade route. Duration stacks. Oh, I just took this one. This one was pretty strong. I don't know. They both seem kind of fine. I feel like the fact that my lizards are going to be negative resolve when I click this is kind of upsetting, but that's alright. Now I have 15 pop, so I need another shelter. I played the tutorial 3 times. I played the tutorial 2 times. Please. I like played the very start of the tutorial on my own once and didn't finish the tutorial, and then I played it once on stream yesterday, and then I am playing it today. And I played it again today so that at the start of the video I could put an explanation of what was going on. So if you're curious about what's going on, I explained it all at the start of the video. A very mushroomy forest. Yeah, the environments change what resources are available too. So it's not just cosmetic change, it actually is changing the way that a game plays. Alright, people have houses now. That makes them happier. Good shit. I need some planks for this? Surely I'm making planks. I need some planks and fabric for that. I'm gonna prioritize this one. More orders! 10 coal and 10 building materials. I think I already have building materials, and I'm going to incidentally make coal. So the only reason not to take this one is if I think this one's much better rewards, and I don't. "12 blight rot cysts burned. Traders will arrive quicker. Parts? I think this one's better rewards, but I'm not sure I can do it. Trade goods and luxury goods. Whereas this one I know that I will do incidentally later on. Trade goods and luxury goods. Let's see how difficult those are to make right now. I have a smithy that can make trade goods. Although... Yo, you can make trade goods out of 4 flour? Seriously? Those are, like, not the best trade goods that anybody's ever received. I would be kind of pissed. I received 4 flour. Someone told me I should be happy about it. I can use the scrolls, which I'm getting from here, for luxury goods. So I actually can do that. And I think it's definitely a much more immediate reward. Like, it happens faster. And I think maybe traders arriving quicker is good too. And definitely the parts are useful. You've never played a city builder. Is this a good starter? I mean, it's fun. I think city builders are very different from each other. So it's difficult to really compare them to each other. I need tools again. This is going to kill me. Gosh. Gosh, I'm making some decisions. This one's going to kill me. Alright, so I need to call you now. Actually, does it matter if 5 villagers die? Yes. Yes, it does. I think it does. Cosmetics, packs of provisions, simple tools. Is there some way to get that many simple tools? Have I built human houses and beaver houses? No, it doesn't give tools. If I got 2 coal. If I got 2 coal. Forbid coal from being fuel. This makes coal once it's built. I have the planks in inventory and they're being delivered. So I have to make that, make coal twice, but 2 people could do that. So that's 40 seconds once it's made, plus travel time to get in. Then we have to go here. I think I have that. I think I have that. But I need to, hold on. What also I need to do, I need to turn in this quest and then I get tools. And then I use the tools to finish it. So it's like quite a bit, but I can do it. Do I have to feed them? Does it matter if they die? Look. Look. You don't watch the stream because you don't want to see someone min-max video games, do you? I assume that you're here because you want to see someone min-max video games. The big thing though is this has to happen, and I don't understand why it isn't yet. This needs to not happen, and it is on priority 0 so that it won't. Where are my planks? Where are they? Where are my planks? You're bringing them. Okay, okay, good. Hey, my lizards are super happy. Did I take the one that gives 15 resolve? I did. Okay, that explains it. What else is in here? Huge stone deposits. Lots of insects. What? Oh, that's down here. Okay, I thought it was like in the trees. So many insects. An abandoned cache with some random stuff as well. Cool. Also might be able to make packs of provisions quickly. Ah, yeah. I totally could. I think it would be close, though. I think this can only have 2 people work at it. I'd need 12, right? 8. But that's still 2 production cycles, so that's effectively 12. I only need 2 people here. That's the 2 people who've just finished building it, coincidentally. That is a fortunate coincidence. I think I should get my food production going now. I think that's the next thing that I want. Well, I need the carpenter, and then I do it. Okay. I need the carpenter. I need fabric. Is that enough? That's enough fabric, so I just need the planks and the fabric. Then I get the carpenter. After the carpenter, I get the other thing. Okay. We're all groovy and jiving. 12 packs of luxury goods, 12 packs of trade goods, 12 amber. A lot of stuff. We finished this yet? Almost. I'm about to get a bunch of scrolls. I'm about to get fragrant roots. When I make roots, I make incense. This feels kind of like a win condition because, like, religion is such a strong bonus at the end. This is prestige 3 or 4? You can build the Forsaken Altar. Yeah, I haven't been doing that. Alright, so we want to deliver these immediately. Go, go, go. Hello? Anybody? Anyone want to deliver the things? There you go. Oh, you had to finish your entire production cycle first? Yikes. Yikes! But it's done. Did you? Is that what? I don't actually know what happened. Now I have enough tools for this. I would like to... 20 pottery every time I discover a new glade. That seems really strong to get early, doesn't it? I think I meant to keep these again. Will it take under 2 minutes 30 to deliver those? I don't know if it will. Hopefully they don't, like, decide to go on break. This would be a bad time for them to decide to go on break. Almost done with the fabric, then I'm doing the planks, presumably. Hopefully. Then it started to get hard about prestige 6 or 7. Cool. I am excited to see how the difficulty keeps going. It's been a fun learning experience so far. I wanted to build skewers. Ooh, that's a fun shaped building. Never built this one before. This is the priority though. I kind of like that you can put buildings down and it doesn't cost you anything. Okay, we got that covered. It was a bit spooky. Definitely a bit spooky. I think we will wait out the storm and then open this. I need to open a clearing before the storm happens or everybody's going to be very upset. I guess I opened this. Another forbidden thing. But I don't want to open it during the storm because I have a thing that upsets me. That's active from hostility 1, which I'm already at. So I just like open it now? I think I wait a bit. Probably I wait until there's like a minute left. Seems right. Seeing how devs scale difficulty along multiple axes in games with a Slay the Spire style ascension system is fun. It is. It's interesting to see which things the devs identify as being worth making more challenging. I just realized that I don't have a person available to actually build this. We're going to be done with the Forsaken Crypt and then we will. I don't need 2 people on the Forsaken Crypt. Actually, getting the 25 planks here is kind of huge, isn't it? Yeah, that's kind of huge. Alright. Done. And I only need one person bringing these back, I think. Why did I do that? Because it gives me 20 pottery every time I open a new glade, which I'm going to be doing a lot, presumably. Right. I have a 100% win rate, but I ult F4 if I open a bad glade and I don't have the resource. Okay. Fair enough. Trader has arrived. It's Zorg. I have so much stuff for you, Zorg. Would you like to sell me a small farm? That's really the only thing you have that I care about. It's kind of upsetting. I shouldn't be giving the humans these cloaks right now, or the dwarves. Maybe I just sit on 32. Amber? I'll buy the farm, because I can use grain. I don't care about this. I don't think. Do I? Maybe I do. I could go either way. I've decided I do. The thing is, I don't even have fertile ground yet, so like... it makes my decision to upgrade my farmers questionable, to say the least. Lizard's resolve is low. That's because I just ran out of my plus 15. Also, I just said, and I do believe I should be turning those off at the moment. So I'm not letting people have my biscuits, I'm not letting them have the clothes. I don't want you to have the education, but that's okay because there's nowhere for you to get the education anyway. Here's where I want to make planks now. I'd also really like to make these luxury goods, actually. Maybe that's a more immediately relevant thing. How many do I need? 12. Because I had a bunch of planks from this. So that'll keep me going on planks for a while. Stonecutter's camp has no deposits nearby. So I could move this over here to keep making stone, or I could just not use it for a little bit. I think I'll move it. How much stone do I have? 57. Let's start making stone roads. I feel like those will help a bit later. Is it possible for you to actually chop these down? I guess they weren't highlighted. I have 15 seconds. I'm not gonna get it. They weren't highlighted. Oh my god, there's 2 on it. 2, 1. Did I get it or not? I don't know. I don't know. These didn't apply yet, right? They don't actually instantly apply. They take a little bit before they do. Jorbs the laundry. Stone Tooth Termite Burrow. -8 global resolve while I work on this. If I don't get it done in 10 minutes, they'll destroy all stored building materials. I can do it with planks if I get 24 of them. So I am going to want to make planks. That is my priority. I want to get, we'll say 30. I think I'll cut a woodcutter right now. Cut 2 woodcutters right now. And put them here. Planks are my priority. Okay, we're completely fine for the storm. Let's welcome some new people as well. With insects. That's what we eat here. We're normal, I promise. Yeah. Good ship. Don't need to worry about the hearth just yet. Eventually I'm going to just forget to deal with the heart corruption and die. UK Kindle version of the book will be live again to pre-order. I'm sure. I don't know. Where are you ordering it, I guess? Ooh, there's a haunted herb garden and some grassland. It's gonna make roots, herbs, and berries. It cannot make grain. But that's probably pretty cool. I can build it with planks as well. Sweet. I have no builders. Yep, I have no builders. We'll work on that. I guess I can start giving people biscuits, why not? No. Decided again. If I knew how many men fall asleep to my voice nightly from my Slay the Spire videos, I would transcend. You know, I like see the viewership numbers. It does tell me that. I can just read what it says. I have 25 planks. Isn't that how many I need? When I work on this, I get -8 global resolve. That's fine. I can do that. So who do I cut? Cut the carpenter stuff? And this time, when I catch insects, when I get mushrooms, I get insects. I don't care. Converted. A converted stone-toothed termite burrow, source of edible insects, 4 decorations of its type, which is harmony, which isn't a decoration type that I use yet. This one doesn't have a prestige option. My options are I get an insect for every 2 mushrooms, or I get constant insects. The insects with mushrooms come with 40 meat and 40 insects straight away. Which is a lot of meat and insects, honestly. Probably I salvage. Converting it seems kind of cool though, right? That does seem more cool. Is there an option to view the fuel on the ancient hearth? This is showing it burning down. I should probably let myself use these now, because that's like what they were for. The entire purpose was to make fuel for the hearth. I get mushrooms from trees, remember? I didn't remember. Should I cancel and do the salvage? It's not that many mushrooms, right? 15%. So it's quite a lot of mushrooms. I mostly am doing this one because it's cool. But okay, yeah, the salvage does seem like clearly better. Alright, fair enough. This is now completely open. I want to build my next hearth up here though. Oh, also, I bet this is just missing decorations. Yup. Sure is. Surprising absolutely no one. Actually, does it have 14? It has 15. So... lots of decorations. And more people to be some builders. Lots of lizards. I like lizards. I think I'll take 3 lizards and 1 beaver, though. Pummel Fleck, thanks for the prime. Appreciate it. Flame amulets. Oh, I want packs of provisions for every new villager, I think. This is just kind of sweet. And I can always turn my woodcutters off during the storm, it seems like. So that feels like it's kind of like only half of a bonus, really. What does this do? Every time you sell goods worth 10 amber, but there's no trader here. How am I gonna do that? You didn't think that through, did you? My cookhouse is almost done. I can actually start making complex food. I don't need biscuits. I can't make biscuits. I don't need pigment. I have a few builders, and there's stuff for them to build, so that works fine. I have the specialization bonus on lizards. I want to make skewers out of insects, yes, and probably roots. Since I'm actually harvesting those, right? Am I harvesting those? I feel like I'm harvesting those. Do I have those somewhere? I have them, but I'm not harvesting them yet. Okay, fair enough. No, I am. Just like, I'm not harvesting them very well, I guess. The bonus in Drizzle counts trade routes, you think? Collecting trades routes should count toward that as well. Okay, cool. I don't have any, of these yet, right? So I can't do this yet. But soon I will be able to. It's interesting how the more you've done, the more trade routes are available. So toward the end of the cycle, you have, I guess, the ability to do harder challenges or something. I don't know. This should be a paved road. I'm making paved roads now. I was thinking it might make sense to house the beaver in a fancy house. Why not, right? Maybe 2 of those. Start working on this quest. I think it would be good to have a little bit of help on that. All my beavers are working on things that they're good at, except for these ones. Oh well. Sucks to be you. They'll be done soon. The laundry is in the process. It's in the mail, or the laundry machine, as it were. When I do this, I make a lot of planks. I need more plank production. I would like to... I'd like to have some way to deal with hostility. That would be cool. I'd like to open another clearing. Because otherwise I'm going to lose... Oh, I don't have the buff active right now. No, I do. I have 59 seconds on it. And then I'm going to have minus 10 resolve, which is going to be bad. I do have minus 8 from this, which is ending in 240 though, so that's pretty good. Look at that. It's all like got trees and shit on it. It doesn't usually have that, does it? Because it's a neighborhood. When you're on trade route screen, you can uncheck auto collect to have control when trade is finished. Okay. Gotcha. And I even understand why that would be important. I wanted to build another hearth. The time? I feel like it's time. And the warehouse to go with it. Need fabric again. Fabric will be the death of me in this town, it seems like. How many builders do I have? 8? Yo, that's a lot of builders. Trapper's camp is done. on. What were you making? Insects? More insects? Or meat? Does it matter? I don't know if it matters. Insects and meat seem interchangeable at the moment. Everybody's resolve is low until I break through this, at which point it's fine again. Nice, Arnamu. And the trees here make me leather. Yes, but I've not been chopping enough of them to make enough fabric for what I need, looks like. Honestly, prettier Factorio? Maybe. Fell all trees. Please chop through this as quickly as you possibly can. Now would be good. Alright. Maybe time to turn this stuff off. That would help a bit. Not much. I don't even know if taking that one out's going to do it. Did I? Need one more. Oh my god! Everybody's very upset with me. What is this? 15 aesthetics decorations? It's not hard. It's like free. Select the keep goods option as a reward for a Glade event twice. This one, berries production. Sure, I can make 15 aesthetics decorations. It's probably slightly more than I would do on my own, but not much more. Traders arrive quicker, sell 45 amber. Or, this one's more about exploration, this one's more about trading. I think I like exploration because I have that bonus that's giving me 15 resolve when I open glades, right? Makes sense to me. There's my glade, everybody's happy again. Woo! Coal, stone, insects. I don't know if that one really does anything for me right now. Missing planks, but they're on the way. Alright, I'll need some houses over there. Is it really sustainable to be constantly opening glades? Sustainable, no. Does its sustainability fail slowly enough that I can win before I die because of it? Maybe. How's my skewers going? Do only lizards eat skewers? Only lizards eat skewers. Are we playing on max difficulty? I'm playing on the max unlocked difficulty, which is not particularly high. On my max unlocked difficulty. Could you deliver the ship, please? I need those bricks. I fucking love lizards. I don't even understand why my lizards are happy. They're just vibing. They're just like really enjoying life for whatever reason. Need a person here. I've built almost everything. Turn the woodcutters back on. Oh, you like don't have anything to cut? I want to open that? Probably not yet. Let's go avoid glades on you. Eventually I will. Opening the glades raises hostility very quickly. I have 120 hostility from opening glades right now. But that's kind of fine, I don't know. one of us has to call it a day eventually. Fair enough. Holy shit, I think my laundry is done. Where does the time go? I should do this. Planks. -3 to global resolve every 45 seconds. Next storm in 141. Never mind. It changed my mind. I shouldn't do this. Okay. Everybody's so happy though. Feels kind of bad. Still have 5 builders. Where could I put builders right now? I have the cookhouse going. Maybe I put double in the cookhouse. Are the resources for the cookhouse plentiful? I don't have a billion roots. But that's just because I'm not harvesting them, it feels like. Oh, I am harvesting. No, those are insects. Can I not harvest anything on the other half of skewers? I can make vegetables or roots here, can I? I can make roots there. So this is going to be a roots farm. Right. What are the challenges I encounter while playing this game? Any big events? We did this one. An aggressive parasitic species able to eat and digest even the hardest materials. Every time you open one of these glades with the spooky face on it, something happens. When should I make my next hearth? Probably worth it to wait until I've actually upgraded them, huh? I could send... Hold on, I can move. This feels like a reasonable 5 wood to spend. That didn't get us to 8 somehow? Did I move one that didn't have... No. That's fine, after the storm I'll get it. This warehouse is done. This is very nearly ready to go. I love that the lightning goes 38 seconds before the next storm starts. It's such a like small thing, but it actually does make a huge difference to whether I realize the storm's about to start or not. Still have 4 builders. What's wrong here? Did I hit the limit on all this stuff? Probably. I don't think I'm making bricks anywhere better. Or planks. How am I doing for this stuff? Ooh, not that great. Some stuff I can think of making, I could make another lumber mill. Kind of aggressive. Maybe a bit much. Can I harvest this? I can't harvest that. Just look through what I have. A smithy and make coats? I don't have the ability to... No, I can't do that. Hold on. If I can make copper bars... I make copper bars. Oh, a rain collector. A rain collector is sensible. Feels like rain collector is always nice to have one of. Why are we against the storm? Trying to kill us. I mean, insofar as storms have desires, it is trying to kill us. Get another blueprint. I can already make coats, right? That would be new for water skins and scrolls. Don't know if I care. Lizard houses. Fancy houses for lizards too. Oh, copper bars? Yeah. I want to be able to make copper bars. That lets me do something. I don't remember what it is, but it does. We'll find out soon, I'm sure. Here comes the storm. Everybody's still pretty happy. I actually could do this right now. -3 to global resolve every 45 seconds. This actually works completely fine. And this way I have it built fast enough to actually plant the field next season, maybe. I'm not sure what this debuff is. What is it? -2 penalty to resolve, added every 60 seconds. Alright, so that's going to start stacking up. That's fine. I don't even have to cut wood choppers, wood cutters. Seems generally pretty good. Got jury duty summons, but you're not a citizen. Feels like you should not have to do jury duty then. Let's open this after the storm is done though. I already have bars of crystallized dew to make tools with. I think the copper bars were for something else, but I don't remember what. They're probably just for tools, right? I feel like they were for something else, but yeah, I really don't know what. Gotta be tools. Did my resolve boost for opening the clearing just wear off? It sure did. Okay, that's like fine. We're okay. We'll open a new one soon. I would like to clear out these trees just so it looks prettier. I don't know. Kind of irritating me. I was gonna eventually make luxury goods and trade goods, and that sort of fell by the wayside. We need lizards to work with this. We do not have very much wood. I need another wood chopping thing, I think. Just so I have enough fuel. This isn't using wood, right? It's using coal, yeah. And I have a bit of coal. But I could easily put another lizard in here as well. Probably. Oh, specialization bonus is engineering. Oh, so I don't even want that. I want these. I will take them. Deserted caravans. Global production is 50% faster, but trading is unavailable. That's probably pretty good. I do use trading for some pretty broken stuff that I'll just take. The global resolve. Let's open this now. Used to be a prosecutor, no one wants you on their juries anymore. You would love to be on a jury and see it from the other side. It's too bad. I suppose you like have to disclose, yeah? That you were a prosecutor. Plant fiber for every 12 vegetables. I feel like usually I don't end up using my plant fiber for anything. Herbalist's camp. I don't think this harvests anything right now. I don't know if these are any good. But I should sell 10 amber worth of stuff. Because I get an extra 2. And that's a bargain, right? Like, I mean, if it's a bargain, it's a bargain. I'm going to sell amber in order to do it. Did that work? I have no idea. I'm not sure if that worked. I've also not been summoned for jury duty. Alright, so we got that mine going. Woodcutter's camp full, woodcutter's camp full, woodcutter's camp building. I need more housing. Either a beaver house or a human house would work. I don't have bricks, so let's do another beaver house, since they don't require a brick. $11 out of 12 amber for trade connections, true. But I'm not going to finish that at the moment, I don't think anyway. I don't know, should I sell something? I could sell one of these. Does it happen here? When I do that, does it go to 12? Nope. I don't know when I get the extra stuff. Give me roots, maybe? These give roots? What do these give? Mushrooms. Getting mushrooms. Oh, mushrooms is the thing on the other side of skewers that I'm getting. Holy shit, I do not have any mushrooms. Okay, never mind. Yeah, this has to be for the other side of skewers, somehow. Have I done my laundry? I need to change it again. The dryer is finished, but I have another load to dry. I could do 3 loads probably if I went and found more. I probably have some towels to do. I should man this. It is best manned by beavers out of what I have. Put a human in it though. What's this one? Rain Spirit Totem. Fishman magic can be very effective. Destroys all roads in the settlement. Kind of rude. Forest hostility is temporarily increased by 300 points while I'm working on it. All I need to do is bring it some planks though. So that's not that scary. Should drop one person from somewhere. I don't really know where. In 27 seconds, I can drop one from here. Actually, I wonder if that uses all the people. I'm surprised that I feel like, I guess last time I was getting an extra 2 beavers every cycle, huh? You want it? We can salvage it, or we can convert it into a thing that decreases hostility by 50. I'm down for that. Iron Jesus, thanks for the 8 months. Appreciate it. When Jorbs has been streaming for 10 hours, but you can't pay attention because you have a house to buy, or you can pay attention because you have a house. You either can't or can. I don't know. What else is on here? Meat. Stone. Oh, fertile. Fertile land. I want to build so much stuff to take advantage of that. I want to build a farm. Which would use planks, which I don't have, or I do have. Maybe I do have. I want to build a lot of fields. I want to bring my woodcutters camp over here to clear stuff out from it in case there's more underneath the trees. I don't know if there is or not. I could presumably look, but it seems like too much work. I want to build a road to it. I don't have any builders, so that's not going to happen very fast, probably. Good shot, though. Good shot. I want to build a hearth and a warehouse. This is getting out of control. Where does my warehouse go here? Everything's kind of compressed. It's a little bit compressed. May I ever build that ranch? No, I have not needed a ranch yet. This is why I haven't built a ranch yet. This is done. Yeah, this can only have 2 people in it. That's sort of what I suspected. But I wanted... hold on. I wanted something for this side. Roots. I wanted roots. Alright, get to it. That's so rude. It doesn't reach all of the fields. That's actually so rude. Oh well. Are we working on this? We are working on this. While we're working on it, the forest hostility is up 300. Not a huge deal. I can move it? I can move it. Still there? Is this having avoid glades? Should. We'll open up this glade right before the storm, because this is going to run out, yeah. 3 minutes 20, yeah. So we open up this glade right before the storm here. I need fabric, I need bricks. I need fabric and bricks. I need a person in the smelter. What is the smelter doing? It was making copper bars. Why was it making copper bars? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why it's doing that. I can make crystallized dew. I can use insects and stone and spark dew to make crystallized dew. Okay. So I can make copper bars and crystallized dew relatively easily. I have no wood. I'm working 2 builders like all the time. I'm working 3. I'm working 3 lumber mills all the time. Surprised. Have I built the magma elevator yet? I have not, I don't think. Shift click to set all to the same option for woodcutters when you select an option. Where? Ooh, good to know. This one can only make vegetables and grain. Can I make flour? I can't make flour yet. Rectify, thanks for the 56 months. Appreciate it. Feels so strange to have played the one where I was getting 2 extra beavers every time, and then do this, and it's like my population just feels like it's lagging. I need to build some human houses now. How long have subs been available to me? I guess I would know if I moused over myself. I have been a sub for 66 months. High level of corruption. Oh shit. It's okay though, because we have this. Yeah, so we're alright. We're gonna blow up the cysts. I hope. Or I'll die. Those are the 2 options, basically. The test killed the stream? No. No. Stream's fine. Right? Testes? That's a different thing. I have no coal. Because they're making copper for some reason. Why are you all making copper? Strange choice. Should put another one in here. I wonder if I have anyone who could do that. Not really. Storm is coming up-ish. I wonder what you're meant to do about dying to the corruption. I assume you basically do what I am doing. It's unclear to me what else you would do. Oh, you can get bonuses that, I feel like I'm not going to do any of these ever. Maybe I'll get 70 beers somehow. Oh shit, I could have kept the rewards for 2 glades and the result would have been prestige. And I said not to because I thought I was going to always send the glade events back for prestige, which doesn't really quite add up. Alright, anyway. Can't make flour, but I can do other things with grain. Grain. Ingredient 4. Oh, no. All I can do is use it at the ranch to make, like, meat, but I have tons of meat. The ranch probably takes tools as well. Okay, we're just making vegetables then? That seems kind of miserable. I'll work out something to do with grain. You can build another blight post. Right, yeah, like you just keep building blight posts as much as you need. I don't believe I currently need another one though. Let's open that. Next year I will be putting humans in that to make some grain. What's this? It's grain. Yeah, I need to work out something to do with grain, apparently. Prestige 3 or 4. Copper vein, more wheat. More wheat as well. So I guess my problem is that I have 3 things burning, and why do I have 3 things burning? I'm not making enough coal for this. Also, this mine's about to have no coal left in it. I should upgrade it. Alright, it feels like my next group of people, I'm going to have a thing for them to do, like the second that they arrive. Just kind of weird. Why does everything sound so angry? Where am I cyst killing people? Oh, there we go. Ready? I like to watch them pop. This is so gross. Alright, that's safe way. Just need to bring it down to 9. Grain can be used for flour. It's true. If I had a way to make flour, that would be what I would use it for. I have archaeology done. Good. So much stuff. How hard could it be to make a pack of trade goods right now? I would need to make a smithy, and then I would need to use pottery. I have a lot of pottery. What does a smithy need? I briefly sum up how the game works. This is like a roguelike city builder. I'm trying to make this bar go to there before this bar goes to there. And I get to select what buildings I have as the run goes. Smokehouse would be pretty good. Provisioner would be pretty good. Both of those are pretty good. Being able to make flour is kind of important, right? Kilns can make coal. I don't think that's actually useful here, though. Didn't I have a bunch of... I'm passively generating incense for religion. This would be nice to have later, but I don't think I want it now. I think I want the provisioner for flour. Alright, got a lot of assists done. And it's also better trade goods, yeah? No, it's provisions. Different thing. A run is a couple of hours? Yeah, I've been averaging 2 or 3 hours a run. And I'm playing kind of slowly. I think if you played faster, you could get done in under 2 hours pretty easily. Alright, I need humans. I'll take the simple tools though, those are good. So, humans go there. Maybe the rain collector is not important. Probably the rain collector is not very important. I think I want 3 builders for a while. Why? What am I building? I'm building that. I'm finishing this road. I have 0 stone, and I'm not mining stone. That's why my that's why my road hasn't finished. Worked it out. It does look like I need some builders though, for sure. This has another 4 population going into it, it looks like. Which will fill it up. And then if I build a garden... and a park, that'll be a neighborhood. And then I need 4 more houses. So at least 1 more human house. I think beaver houses are relatively accessible right now too. And I have 2 builders to do all that. Have fun. Good luck. It looks like I pretty much cleared all this out, so let's just leave 1 person there to take care of it. And yeah, gain 1 lizard for every 25 eggs produced. Surprise child. 10 jerky for every 10 pie. That seems pretty good. Because I can make pie, I think. Pie? Cannot make pie. It was a lie. Need a bakery, a brick oven, or a furnace. Eggs? How many eggs do I have access to? Are eggs even, like, on the map? I don't think I've seen an egg yet. This is making grain. This is making roots. How do I make eggs? I, like, cannot make eggs. I suppose someday I would be able to, maybe. Ranch can make eggs? I don't think it can. Oh, it can. A very slow way to grow lizards. Okay, I'm down. Where's the ranch? Are you eating the same eggs that the lizards hatch from? Yes. That's normal. Why are you acting like that's weird? Human house, beaver house. That's all for right now though. Don't need to do the aesthetic stuff yet. We could do the aesthetic stuff though. I am it's gonna take a while to get through that with 3 builders total. I still don't remember where my pack of trade goods is actually coming from. Don't need that anymore. From my smithy. My smithy was going to use pottery to do it. Yes, I built this just for this purpose. But, unfortunately, I noticed that, gosh, I cannot make fabric. It's not finished yet, is it? It needs a brick. Bricks I am making out of... This is, like, sort of working on overtime. I don't even know where I got 6 clay from. Alright, I think we're down to 3 builders now, or 2 builders now. They'll get it. How do you grow wizards? Left side, there's an icon next to the bird face. Left side, there's an icon next to the bird face. Bird. Yeah, so I ran out of fuel. Kind of a problem. Kind of a problem. Deliveries in process, though. I'm going to have to allow some other fuel for a bit, I guess. Mine can make clay as a bonus resource. Gotcha. Wait, this mine? I don't know if this mine can, but I think this can. Nope. Those eggs? Everything's insects. Insects everywhere. Kind of messed up. It's a lot of insects. I should check this 25 seconds. We're in drizzle, so if I sell 10 amber, I get an extra 2 amber. This is such an underwhelming perk. I am underwhelmed. I am not whelmed at all. I like skewers. Skewers seem like a... Okay, skewers are turning 8 food into 10 food. Maybe they're not actually very good. Biscuits may be worse. Isn't this building kind of bad at making biscuits? I think I might have a better one for making biscuits. Cookhouse is the best of that. It's not bad at all, actually. Old Farliff. Beaver friendship. That's a lot of people. What would you like me to sell you, friend? Sell you 3 of those. Sell you some of these. It's not easy to get to the amount that I need for beaver friendship. Have I discovered the laundry house in-game yet? I have not. Do I really care about beaver friendship? I mean, how cool are they really? Let me just, do I have this? Hold on. Did I not take the thing that gives me extra? I don't think. Oh. Gain 2 amber every time you sell goods worth 10 amber. Progress 0 out of 10. Currently active though. Yeah. Season is drizzle. So if I sold 10 amber, I would get 8 amber. But I'd actually get 10 amber. Okay. That didn't quite help. That didn't quite help. But I can take all of the trader's amber. So this would combo with other things in kind of ludicrous ways. I don't think I'm taking Beaver Friendship. I think it's too expensive. It's not quite an infinite loop because the trader doesn't get amber put back into their inventory. You should chop these down. I need to work out which thing I'm opening next. Is it this? Should probably be this. Seems like it's in the middle of literally everything that I have. I want to do that in like 2 minutes, so we could probably just fell trees and that'll get done at about the right time. Maybe flow. Do I think the trader's confused right now? I'm confused. I don't know about the trader, but I'm definitely confused. My loss condition right now seems like it's running out of coal and wood. Feels like I'm using a lot of wood. This is like 4 or 3 or... I think it's 3. Something like that. One more human house. Is that my human house? That's my human house. It's in the mail. It's on the way. What I don't have right now is anything like super broken for making my resolve higher. All I'm really doing is feeding the lizards skewers and putting the humans and beavers in fancy houses. And I have that one perk that gives me plus 15, which I guess maybe that's broken, I don't know. And I have a couple of these going. Seeing hostility get that high is just really stressful to look at. 5? 5 is not high. We've had it a little higher so far today. I mean, why put the entire map there unless they want you to mine out the entire map, am I right? Not doing a great job of harvesting things. Gosh, I wish I had an easy fuel source. What does this do? Minus 50 hostility. I even have a thing that's giving me minus 50 hostility. Stop taking those so that it'll force these. Fell all trees. It says it's felling all trees. Could you open the glade, please? This one is not felling all trees. This one's avoiding the glade. I thought that this one would get it faster, but I don't know. They really didn't want to chop this one down for some reason. Alright, let's solve this then. We have a destroyed cage of the war beast. I have 8 minutes to deal with this. When I deal with it, I will spawn living matter. Lowers hostility by 50 points if I choose this one. That's a lot of points. I feel like that's probably worth 1 prestige. So I think I'll keep. Yeah. Do I have to do it now? I have to do it pretty soon. All of my food's gonna go away. I have 400 food stored. That's why I don't have any wood, because the only thing that I'm making is food. So that'll probably be fine. I forget if I've made a way to make flour yet. What food am I making? Insects. People love their insects. Maybe I could let people eat insects. Oh, they're all eating mushrooms, so I don't have any mushrooms. I forgot to actually start working. It has spawned. 1, 2, 3. Drop you. Drop you. Presumably my entire society will stop working now because I'm not making wood anymore. So maybe that's a poor choice, I don't know. Did another thing, I got another thing. 50 stone roads, completely free. 2 hubs, also completely free. Plus 1 to mushroom production, that's kind of good. 24 simple tools, also kind of good. I have 1 billion pots already. I don't know, they're both free. What do I want? Repopulation maybe? Repopulation seems good, I have a lot of food. Remember to click investigate. I did, right? I already finished it. Oh, I didn't click investigate on these ones. Oh my god, thank you. Look at all the stuff they have on them. Gonna be rich. So I suddenly have more people. Yeah, I just got some sort of new people. Put those there. And turn one of these back on. Have a new blueprint to grab. Is that my first coats? Nope. It's exactly the same as stuff I already have somehow. Don't need that. Don't really need that. This is my first jerky. Gold goods wine jerky. Okay, let's build a cellar. Hey, iPod Dodd. Run the fields under control. Probably fine. human resolve is low. It just ran out. I don't know. Hostility just tick up for some reason? I don't know. I am getting my 15. I'll have to do that again soon. What's in this clearing? I have... Ooh, eggs! I have so much stuff to gather. I don't even think I have one of these. It is full. I sort of have to walk a long way though. You don't even know what wine do, but wine is wine. I think wine is luxury? I think wine's a luxury resource. An amber? Sure, why not? Improvise tools. Woodcutters get -5 resolve, but discovering a glade gives simple tools. Every 2 newly competed dangerous and forbidden glade events lower hostility by 50. I'm gonna do this. Why not? I'm about to get one, and then we can do another soon. Somewhere. I wish I could zoom out more. Oh, I wish I could zoom out more. How much stone do I have now? 2! Okay, I'm going to stop building stone roads. Those just don't seem to be happening. Isa, how are you? Were you at the TFT thingy? I didn't watch any of it, but it seemed like fun from what I heard. That's all my people? I have 1 builder. I need 3 more houses. Is this full? Full? I need my provisioner to make flour. I need more people. Oh, when these people finish, I'll have more people though. Hey, forget. It was very fun meeting the other TFT streamers. I believe it. Good group of people. Am I still on wood for fuel? Yes, I'm allowing wood for fuel. I could turn that off and only allow coal. Do all of them have the same thing? They do. Eventually I'm going to get something that lets me do religion, and I have 51 incense stored up just from whatever the perk was that gave me incense. Don't even remember what it was. 3 incense for every 10 roots. And gosh, I am going to have a lot of religion then. This is all done, we just have to bring it all home. So, at the provisioner, what am I using this for? I'm making flour, I think. I think that's all. I have 94 grain, which is going to turn into flour. Now that I have flour being produced, I could presumably do something else too. I don't need these. I'm done with planks. I could start making biscuits as well, using my roots. It's kind of inefficient. It gets 10 biscuits for 11 food resources, but apparently that's a 2-star biscuits thing, so I don't know. I guess it's what we get. Do I go to church? Are you kidding? They're streaming today. Nobody's got time for that. What does this do? It makes simple tools. But I need copper bars first, so I need to smelt things. Oh, it makes trade goods. That's more relevant. Because I actually need trade goods. And then I need a smelter turned on. Need the smelter to make me copper bars. Alright. I'm pretty sure my hearth is going to die. That's fun. That's fun. I don't really have a thing I'm going to do about that. We're just going to find out. Fuck around and find out. I guess pretty soon I could make another thing for it, actually. That would not be that hard. Are the beavers or lizards cuter? I think the lizards are the cutest, personally. Just like my personal opinion. I was going to break through here. This is a forbidden glade, so it's like an extra spooky thing. Also, it has a super big thing in it because of the map modifier. Giant organism. Each glade will have a different one. But I was going to wait until... Like, we can do it pretty soon. I don't want to be working it during a storm, so I guess we wait like 2.5 minutes or something. I don't think I'm going to bother building a road into here. Don't have enough population to really care about it. It's getting built someday. Fuel slash cysts, 8/6. So I have more fuel than there is cysts. Mine has no available ore. That could be a problem. That could be a problem for my ability to make coal. I can't delete it actually. You're not allowed to delete mines. I've tried to do this before. And I don't have any parts. So, how am I going to fuel it? In 1 minute 12, I could purchase fuel, maybe. I have 20 oil from something, which I can use and should use. But yeah, I don't have any coal in there anymore. That ran out sort of fast. Oh, can I just do this? You fucking serious? 65 more coal, 12 tools. Probably have to build tools at some point, I think. That's fine. My mine is corrupted, I have to burn the corruption. And what this does. I did safe place. Heavy millstone, more flour production. That's good. More villagers as well, also good. My renown grows. A forester's hut, resin, crystallized dew. Interesting idea. I think I already have that stuff. I already have all of this stuff. Bakery. Make pies? Make pies? Love it. I just really want to make pies, honestly. That's like the full extent of my thought with regard to that decision. Oh, you're saying that I have to burn the corruption in order to delete it. Gotcha. Plus 270 corruption per minute. Seems like maybe a lot. Think I made biscuits yet? I have made biscuits. Are people allowed biscuits? They are allowed biscuits. Alright, cool. People are gonna start eating biscuits then. That's a good time. Here, this is exactly as good at making biscuits as the other place. It is good at making pie, though. You can use meat for pies. Oh, that makes sense. Beautiful. And put a lizard or two in it. I don't need to make pottery. So I have meat pies, insect skewers, biscuits with roots in them. Right, that's do you think that tastes good? I don't know. Maybe. I like molasses. Is molasses a root? I don't... It has suddenly occurred to me I don't know what molasses is, and I'm gonna look it up. Isn't it like sweet, like sugar? It's a sugar substitute. Refining sugarcane or sugar beets into sugar. So it just is sugar? It's just sugar. Okay. Sure, whatever. Why does it have a different name? Trader! Oh shit, you have the special boxes. Should we buy the epic perks? I mean, they're epic. How can you not? I did trade connections too. Let me hand that in real quick. I get 5 parts, so I can build another mine if I want. I'm a little bit concerned about my resolve. It doesn't seem very high. If I don't actually get a building that can let me use these, I guess the way I'm going to win is by opening every glade in the map. But then I'm going to run out of resolve very rapidly. So I probably need these perks, because these perks may, hopefully will, give me some help with that. I probably don't need these scrolls at the moment. Boom. 3 stone per minute, 3 vegetables per minute. Ancient tablets, 40 biscuits, 40 pies. A lot of biscuits and pies. You don't buy ancient tablets, it looks like, so I guess I'm done with you. Alright. No more meat pies. Vegetable pies, though? It's only 3 per minute. You can't even make vegetable pies. I don't understand. What are you even talking about? What do you even do with vegetables? Nobody likes vegetables. The inventory doesn't automatically update. Oh, we're back. Alright, so I could now sell you 32 amber worth of ancient tablets. I need 30 more of this. But I don't... I get an extra 6 when I sell it, right? So this would be enough. Give you a couple of bickies. That wasn't enough. Why wasn't it enough? It can only do 1 at a time or something? That's fucked. Alright, we need 2 more. I don't think I need this many pots. It's not drizzle? Oh, okay. Extra mushroom production. Berries, pottery, vegetables. We're out of amber here, so I can't really do anymore. Okay, well, that's something, I guess. I guess I did something. I'll get another 10... Start cleaning out this way. I will get another 10. I have more people to build houses for. Beaver houses would be good. I don't even know what the end of the sentence that was starting I'll get another 10 is. I have no idea. That'll just, I guess, exist forever as a question for all of us. I'll get another 10 resolve when I open the clearing, which I need to do now. Fell all trees. Move you here. Focus on those. Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. Wish this was facing the other way. I wish I was fast enough to actually harvest these. What's the point of planting all the fields and then failing to harvest them? Like, why bother? Harold Sandhurst, farmer. I didn't know you could click on these. Other negative. Who would have thought that great explorers are not so great at planting mushrooms? Oh, because I haven't opened a thing. I see. But I'm about to. I'm about to. What happens at 6? Villagers take 200% longer breaks. What's this? A lightning catcher. Hostility goes up by 600 when I work it. In 10 minutes it will destroy 4 random buildings in the settlement. I can clear it with spark dew easily. I could keep the goods and get extra 2 tools whenever I smith tools. That seems really strong if I ever successfully smith tools, which I believe I would because I'm also getting copper bars. So I think we do that one. I don't want to do this until after the storm though. We don't need to take 600 hostility through the storm with us. It's gonna take a while to deliver all the stuff to this, so let's build a path to it if we can. Yeah, look, my people are happy. Oh, they're eating fancy food! Look at you! Look at you. Blizzard's resolve is now low. Shut up. You're no fun. I have so many builders available. I just realized I must not have like something turned on because I have way too many. Or maybe I just got that many new people without realizing. Yeah, maybe. Another person on the provisioner, maybe? Another person on the blight post? Am I going to die? Nope. I'm doing completely fine. How's my fuel? It's all doing fine. I have wood as well. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't have people doing anything all of a sudden. What happened? What happened? I guess that means the builders will be here. What is a somnambulist? That means sleepwalker. I know I have a place to make tools. Let me just check where it is. It's the carpenter. Am I currently making tools here? I am not at the moment. Hold on. Is 2.5 times that? It would be better to make them out of planks, I think. Let's put 2 more beavers in here. And then there's a smelter here, which doesn't have copper ore? How can it not have copper ore? Have I not been making any copper ore? Haven't been mining copper ore. That explains it. Alright. Anyway, those combined are going to make a lot of tools, and then I can open all the stuff on the map, and that's the big plan. What's the giant... Oh, look at that! What? Dead Leviathan? Oh, that's really cool. Can I build a hearth and a warehouse up here? I could build a hearth. I could also build a warehouse. I'm going to hit this right now. With that, keep the goods. Sea Rabbit thanks for the 20 months! +2 tool production is huge, right? Because I'm only getting 2 tools from it, so it's doubling my tool production. Bunch of ancient tablets or meat production increases by 1 every 25 times as that's going to give me so much meat. I'm into it. I don't know which of these is better. I don't think it matters much anymore. I'm gonna take this one. I think we're pretty good now. Pretty much good. Let's finish upgrading this, so I need one more person. For the houses. And then I need the extra aesthetics. So that'll be neighborhoods. This one is already a neighborhood, and then I can get to work on this one, which needs fabric. Surprising no one. What are we doing on here? I have a limit on 2 fabric max at any time. That is maybe my problem. Also, I have no leather. How do I not have any leather? Like in my entire empire. That seems kind of impossible. But I have no fabric. I thought I got leather from cutting the trees. I do. I don't understand. I've been cutting so many trees. I guess it's only a 5% chance. I don't know. I believe the greatest human to have ever lived was the guy that came up with bacon. Maybe. What races have I had in my colony so far? I haven't had harpies yet. Sea Rabbit thanks for the 20 months. I will try to do laundry. No promises. Looks like I am able to build this. And then I just need some houses. I'll build another beaver house. I will command that with lizards. Ideally 2. And I will make so much meat. I'm very excited. And I'm going to get sea marrow to burn as well. And I get jerky sometimes. This is OP. Maybe I should have... Hold on. I have another trapping camp, and it's down here, getting roots, and it just doesn't need to do that, I don't think. I think it could be here. It's getting insects. Same thing. Just put it right there. I wonder which part of this they have to go to. Because if they have to go to that part of it to harvest it, it's actually kind of a pain. Maybe they walk to a part at random? Oh. That's also kind of a pain. Hey, Carolus. I mean, who doesn't look at a pig's butt and want to eat it? Get a few more aesthetics built. Is there anything that I need this for? Skewers are going to run out of insects, but we can make them out of meat instead. Or mushrooms, honestly. I have tons of roots. I also got some vegetables and berries recently. It'd be nice to, like, be able to scroll through your food production buildings or something. I don't know. I don't know. It would just be nice to have some way to tab through stuff a bit more easily. Yeah, meat pie should be fine. We can maybe go with insects sometimes too. I am sometimes finding jerky. I have brawling pickled goods. Can I pickle things? And can I make coats? Can make coats at the smithy, but it requires fabric, which I super cannot make. I still cannot make fabric. Is there some way available to me to make fabric that's better than this? No, there isn't. Okay. There simply is not. I could buy fabric. That's true. At first glance, you thought this was a tower defense game. Is my stuff really that ugly? Sell. Sell. Oh. I can't make more roots. Look at that. Okay. I can make leather out of vegetables. We did it. High level of corruption. I'm gonna die. Have fuel for every cyst, though. I love you, Dead Leviathan. You are so beautiful. I should make it so these can burn. Marrow now, so I'm about to have a lot. I also need to work out which clearing I'm opening next. Maybe this one. Gotta do that now-ish. I don't know what just happened. Something just happened. What do you think it was? There was like a noise that was happy, and... Oh, did I finish this? I just finished this and hostility went down by 600. Okay. Honestly, forgot I was working that. Fair enough. How many tools do I have? 17. I wonder how producing those is going. I am doing that in... Okay, I'm trying to do this, but I don't have any copper. I am slowly building copper a little bit. And then in this one, when I have those, I can use crystallized dew as well. Yeah. Have tools in it? No. But I will start building tools very quickly. And I need like 8 more reputation. That's gonna go really quick. How many of these do I have? 1? How many of these do I have? 5. Okay, that's more like it. Want you produce eggs to gain lizards. Oh, that's what I was going to do here. I was going to make eggs. Nah, I'm okay. But yeah, I probably should have been doing that for a while. I just completely forgot that that was a thing I was going to do, honestly. I don't want to work this through the storm, because it gives -8 resolve. But as soon as the storm ends, I want to clean this up. I can use anything for it. Sea marrow works fine, I think. Salvage it or convert it to something that makes insects all the time. Neither of these are incredible. Insect traps let you catch any insects feeding on mushrooms. 1 insect for every 2 mushrooms. Do these give me mushrooms? They do. So which one is better? Probably salvage. Trader has arrived. All recipes that use metal or ore will be quicker. +1 to copper ore production. That seems good. I like +1 to copper ore production. I'll have that. You can have... Oh shit, I have 60 packs of trade goods. Alright, you can have all of those. Have fun. I did not realize. Fabric I can buy? It's a deal. That one, that one. This doesn't work. The button's broken. It's fine. You left that totem early in a run, but it's kind of bad late. Yeah. Yeah, seems a bit late for it, huh? Found another abandoned cache as well. Am I going to die? Maybe, actually. Where should I pull lizards from? There must be something they're doing that they don't need to be doing. They just like it, though. They're not actually faster at it. I have less fuel than there are assists. Oh shit. I think I'm dead? Am I? Choose a blueprint! Yay! Unfortunate about the dead part. There's nowhere to like... There's no late game thing here. I can make coats. I can make coats slightly better than I already could. I can make flowers slightly better than I already could. You thought the point was to fail and start again, but you haven't seen me fail while you're watching. Eventually you win. Here's the point. Let's make another one of these. Oh, look at them. They're up there. It's kind of interesting. I'm dead, right? Oh, no. That kind of happened out of nowhere. I just wasn't paying attention to it and died. No! Wait a second, I didn't lose. What happens when that goes? It kills 3 village? It doesn't even matter. Okay, well that's a lot less painful than what I was expecting to happen, so... I guess I appreciate that at least. Let's make another blight post. Feels like those might be important. Probably mattered to those villagers. You know, whatever. I prefer villagers who don't die. I have no idea who I just lost, unfortunately, which is kind of irritating. The 0.9 impatience increase. Yeah, that doesn't matter here. I have that completely under control. I don't know. I'll do that. Let's do this thing now. We're salvaging, I think. Another thing? Gain 1 village each time you discover a new sure. What glade should I go to next? Ooh, another forbidden one? That would be fun. Where are my choppy boys? That's dangerous. I'm gonna leave a Void Blades on for right now. And then we'll open it toward the end of this cycle. Smelter, lost someone's smelter is empty. Unlucky. Was I using that? Kind of. Sometimes I was using it. Oof. Apparently you're in the top 1% of chatters here this year, which is extraordinarily embarrassing for both of us. What? I don't think that's embarrassing for either of us. Start sending things? I don't really have humans. I don't have people. I don't have villagers. I should start sending things though. This will take 4 minutes and then I'll have some people. I do not need as much food as I have. I am overproducing food by a long way. Arguably, I don't need any of the other things either. Arguably, I'm just overbuilding everything. Can I do trade routes again? Here. Let's do that one. And... oh, I should look at the better ones. What is better about that? That's not better. Oh, we're still at 0. Here, do that. It's weird that trade routes don't take population. To me, I find that kind of weird. The Blight Post is going to need people at it. Oof. Oof. Do not have enough population. What if... okay, hold on. I've thought about this for like 2 more seconds. Given that I have way more food than I need, I could like maybe not work everybody at that farm? Maybe not work everybody at that farm? Perhaps the provisioner is unnecessary at this point? Perhaps the carpenter doesn't need that many people working it at the moment? Or like ever? And now I have some people frame. Just like that. I have a lot of fuel now, right? So I don't need this many people in the mine either. Okay, and with all these people who are free, I can start opening these caches. Sending to the Citadel. Veggie, thanks for the 21 months. More minutes on that. Clearance in 30 seconds. I think I can speed up now. I don't have my 15, right? Yeah, I do not have my 15. I never got cloaks. I don't really have the people to make cloaks though. Seems okay. Never got any really broken resolve thing. Hasn't really mattered. But I feel like last run I got some stuff that really made my resolve very high. I got like the capstone buildings that gave +3 and stuff. Pony, thanks for the 6 months. Appreciate it. I'm hungry. Renew your Prime sub even if you have Turbo. I understand. All my wood is gone. Is that because y'all are building too many tools, or what's going on? How many tools do I have? 43. That's a lot of tools. Certainly a lot of tools. Maybe it's because I'm having to walk this far to get to a warehouse. That's probably part of it. Yeah, that's probably a large part of it. temple? GG. I'm pretty sure that's good here. Are parts of this reminiscent of Frostpunk? I didn't play enough Frostpunk to really be able to comment on whether this is like Frostpunk or not. What's this one? A giant proto-fungus. Pigment water skin. It has water skins in it. Pickled goods. Ooh, I needed pickled goods. Or something. I guess I didn't actually. In 10 minutes, this will give me an impatience point and makes my scouts go slower while I'm working on it. It increases my hostility by 1,200, which is kind of a big number. Makes sea marrow for me. Okay, like whatever. Stuff all seems fine. We're going to wait until after the storm, and then we're going to clean that up. I got another one of these. That's good. Is this the same game from when you went to sleep 9 hours ago? Oh, it's not the same town, but it's the same video game. This time we're doing a better job at cleaning out the cysts. I think. Are we? Looks like it. A lot of this game comes down to just producing things efficiently enough. And every time it gets a little bit harder. As the difficulty goes up a bit more. We're converting it or salvaging it, I have no idea. It doesn't matter at all, right? I'm going to convert it. Why? I don't know. I'm not sure. Every open cache lowers hostility by... Let's say it lowers hostility by 15 points. Finally, our hostility will not be at 17 anymore. Oh, the temple must be done. Knock the shit out of that. I'm gonna need to wait until this is done, I guess. Am I going to complete this in time? They have to walk a very long way. They're idling? Why are they idling? New threat, Forsaken What? Why did we open this? Amber and wine is lost when it goes off. It doesn't even matter. I can send it to the Citadel. I can give it scrolls, why not? How much amber do I have? I have 79. Okay, I do not want to work on that. If I work on that, it will reduce resolve by how much? -6 for every 10, so like 60? That feels like it could maybe lose me the game. Why are you idle? I have 43 sea marrow. Is it not in the warehouse? It is in the warehouse. I told you to convert it. Why are you idle? Chat, send help. There's the sea marrow. I'm using resin. That's unlucky. Holy shit, that's unlucky. I think this is going to go off then. Oh dear. I'm probably still okay. What is the Crown Chronicles? Whichever's all. Are we doing religion yet? We are. I have a bunch of minus to resolve though from the event I'm doing, so it's not really helping with anything. I can burn resources in heart to speed up events. Yo, I can. Okay, I guess we'll want to do that. Oh shit, I thought that those were the people who were doing the work. It was not the people who were doing the work. Oh my god, where are you going? Going to rest. You're fired. You're fired. Working. 352, 253. If I sacrificed sea marrow, 25% faster, 16 sea marrow per minute. I have 50 sea marrow. Does global production speed affect that? I assume it doesn't. Okay, so in theory that would work, but I don't keep the sea marrow. I don't have enough sea marrow, I don't think. Also, I need more wood. I'm out of wood entirely. Maybe you need to stop making these. Maybe the woodcutters need to move closer to a warehouse. Woodcutters camp 3, woodcutters camp 2. Woodcutters camp 1. Yeah, everybody is super, super far away. No wonder they're going slow. Should have attack to double worker usage to eliminate rest times. Agree. Workers should never rest. 100%. I'm very close to just having one. I mean, I will win, right? It's very hard to imagine me failing to win from here. I need a couple more caches, and then I'm sort of done. 3 more, so I need more tools. What if I die? I have no wood. I have 1,300 food. No wood. That's incredible. Are there city builders where you can restrict sick days? I think there are, actually. We did it. We did it. The meat perks crazy on some biomes. Oh yeah! I have this thing. Every time I gather meat, I get 8 meat. Right. That would do it. Now all of a sudden I'm getting... For a while I'm getting 1.26 reputation per minute, but then the storm rolls in. But I can honestly just fast forward here, I think. It doesn't even matter if, like, my hearth gets killed. Fast forward. At the end of the storm, I'm just going to, like, my resolve is going to jump up and then I'm going to win. I forgot that this existed. Do I care? All my amber and wine will be lost. I have like 100 amber. That's kind of rude. Doesn't matter. They're just kind of rude. That one. This one. Based on very, very little. Oh, and this gives me gain a stack of wealth for each rebuilt or salvaged rune. Another 2 resolve, not a huge deal. GG. It was a fun one. I would have died if the blight overcoming the hearth actually killed you. But apparently it doesn't, which is good. That's probably for the best. Eduardo. I have one more run on this cycle before I have to go hide. What is that? Cursed Royal Woodlands. The forest has reshaped itself. It's impossible to recognize the danger of the glades, which are now all of even size. Oh, that's kind of interesting. What's prestige 4? Villagers with low resolve leave faster. Okay. That seems like a meaningful difficulty chain. In a game with a mine, a smelter, a smithy, on veteran difficulty or higher. A small distillery. This is a cornerstone. The fresh resin still glows softly within the rain's essence. Gain 4 crystallized U for every 20 resin produced. I still don't know what resin is used for. Someday I'll learn. Record of fungus. Excellent. 20 dangerous glades in 1 cycle. I don't know what that just gave me. That just leveled me up and I clicked through it! What did I just unlock? Oh no. Oh no. What do you get for level 9? This is kind of important to know. I'm gonna look it up. Against the Storm level rewards. Wowpedia. That's not it. And review the VOD. I didn't even have enough time to show. I clicked it before it even showed. You've done that a bunch of times, it's really annoying. Fuck. Anybody happen to know what level 9 unlocks? Should be a list in the UI. Yeah, maybe there is somewhere, I don't know. Upgrades. No, that's this stuff. Required level 10. Alright. I am done. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go. It was good to stream though. I'm feeling quite a lot better than I have. So, that is encouraging. Thanks for hanging out. This game's a lot of fun. Streamed for 12 hours, that's why I feel weird. Yeah, I'm just gonna head out, and I will be back again tomorrow is the plan. I'll see you soon.